Today is Maundy Thursday. It marks the start of some very heavy days in the church. We remember with Maundy Thursday the final supper that Jesus shares with his disciples. It is a meal spent in the upper room, and as part of that, we have the partaking of bread and wine. And Jesus speaks of breaking his flesh and pouring out his blood that we may be forgiven. But before we get to that, we must go through the cross. And for Jesus, I think that carried some real weight to it. Remember that in the beginning of his ministry, Jesus prayed that God would identify his disciples for him. And one of those disciples that Jesus prayed for and prayed about was Judas. And most of us know that Judas, on this evening that we celebrate or that we observe, betrays his Lord, his Messiah. He goes to the officials and he sells Jesus out for a bag of coins, and he betrays him. He stabs him in the back. And we don't know necessarily what Judas's motives are. It may have been he felt like Jesus wasn't going about things the right way. Maybe he felt like he knew better than Jesus. There may have been some greed or envy in the midst of that. But nonetheless, we know that Judas sold him out. And I think for us going through these next hours, it's important for us to reflect and to think on the various aspects of this. And so today I want to challenge us to be thinking about, what do we sell Jesus out for? We look at Judas and we think, boy, we would never do that. I mean, even Peter said that, and Jesus said, oh no, you will deny me 3 times. And I think, what are some of the things maybe that I sell Jesus out for? Things that I know are right, and yet I don't do them because I want to do my own things. Things such as, I could get up and spend time with the Lord this morning, or I could sleep in, or I could lay in bed and flip through my phone, or going to church on Sunday. I could go to church on Sunday, or I can go for a hike in the park, or I could go to my kids' basketball game. Think about that today, over the next 24 hours. What are some of the ways that we betray Christ by our actions? Well, folks, I hope that this is challenging to you, and I hope that you can feel the weight of the next 24 hours, that you journey with Christ through the Last Supper, through his trial, and through his crucifixion. And I promise you that if we spend time thinking through that, meditating on that, and journeying with him, it will make Easter Sunday morning all the more sweeter. Blessings, and we'll see you tomorrow.